Okay, we came back down to the honey hole. No sifter this time, no shovel, just our $2.97 bucket from Walmart and the machete. Water's way up today. Here, I was going to show you this. Last time I was leaving, they had these stones propped in under these steps, I guess, for support when they put these steps in there. And one of them I kicked to the side and is a nutting stone right there. They had support in the steps. I might take that one, it's pretty big. But we're gonna go back down here where the we were the other day, where these gravels were, and rinse some more in these gravels. I might even try to go over there in that modern driveway stone and rinse some stuff out of that. Might be easier than that sifter. Yeah, you can see the water's way up in here now. Heck, we could walk around that bush, on the outside of that bush last time. But it doesn't matter, because we're going to be rinsing up higher on the beach. You can see all this clay exposed here. Washes off good after you washes off real well after you take most of the sand out. Walk along here slow. Yeah, all the sand's rinsing out of here. Might find one on the surface again, you never know. But we'll get down here and do some rinsing. If I get onto something, I'll get back with you. Okay, we sifted through those gravels over there, but didn't really find anything. I'm gonna move this rubbish out of here and these tires and stuff, see if I can get that barge rope pulled out of there. And I'm gonna hit this edge right here. Might be something laying in under there. Now, I sifted up to that, but these little pockets in the clay sometimes are so deep they hold stuff and you just can't get it all out with a shovel. So we'll throw some water on this area here after we get these logs and stuff moved out, see what we come up with. Okay, I got all this rubbish cleared out of here, so I'm going to start putting the buckets to it. Last time we got up to about right in here, and then that's where all the driftwood started. That's what's taking all my time, throwing all that driftwood out of there, because the sand just won't wash away if it stuffs in here. And there's the leaves underneath of the sand too, so every time it washes some sand away, I gotta come by here and kick the leaves out. Next time I'll bring a little garden rake. Probably help out a lot. All right, I'm gonna get buckets to it, see if anything's under this sand. Okay, it's taking a lot of buckets. I'm getting down to the stone layer under this sand here. I didn't see anything right up here in the roots, but I still got to get more across there. But there's a lot of sand on this beach right here, but it's uncovering stuff. Here's a big flake. It looks like it's been worked. Just popped out on top. It's a big flake. It's been fire popped. Been in a fire. Looks like it's broken off. Would have been bigger. I'm gonna keep right at it till I get all this sand off here. Might take 1,000 buckets. I don't know, I've probably put 25 up through there so far. Here's a little blade that just washed out. The flake off the edge of a stone. It's been worked around here. Little scraper blade. I didn't find anything over there. I pretty much had that all washed out. So I came back over here where we found that triangle right in there. So I'm gonna rinse more of this sand down here and look, see what I can come up with. There's a lot of campfire stone caught in here. You can see all this. That's what I mean. This clay's so lumpy under here, it's hard to get everything with your shovel. See, all those all get caught up in there. these leaves are the biggest hindrance to this idea, but still not working too bad. Okay, I wasn't having much luck down there. I just been hitting and messing around here, washing here and taking examples. I even went over there where all that modern driveway gravel is. I might go over there some more because it's a lot easier to do it like this with the bucket. Well, I came back over here into the original spot. Right there's that metal, and I found that big blade under. So I'm gonna rinse all that out because I couldn't hardly get under that with a shovel. And up in these roots or stuff, I mean, you can see all this campfire stone in here. It's caught up in these roots. I was just splashing water up here. There's a little blade. It's not broken, it's made like that. It's just worked all the way around here, up this side. Odd shape, but kind of crude material too. It's gritty. They must have been hard up for stuff when they built that one. It's getting dark on me now, so I'll throw a few more buckets. I'm gonna come back tomorrow probably. Okay, it's the next day now. Wasn't finding a whole lot yesterday. I found that black blade up in here, but I'm gonna move this old plastic pipe out of here, try to get up under there some more, because as you can obviously see, the shovel doesn't get all this stuff out. Here's campfire stone in here, so I'm gonna get some shovels or some buckets, try to rinse this all back up under here, because it's hard to tell. I mean, look at these. You can see the stuff all caught up in these roots here. If I find something, I'll get back with you. Well, the sifter must have got things pretty thorough. I'm washing all this out. You can see that clay layer, all the sand's getting off of it. I mean, there's another flake. I'm getting some flakes. Pulled out this huge green piece of flint here. I don't know what the cortex on this stuff here looks like. I've never seen it, but they made a lot of points out of this green stuff. I'm still rinsing. You can see all this sand off of this upper part of the clay now, and I'm just throwing buckets up there and letting it wash this sand down. Here's two hematite stones right there, just washed out in this little pocket here. Must be a little pocket right there. There's little pockets all through this. This is why it's so hard to get with a shovel. You can see how lumpy it is up in there. What's that right there? Just a stone. But you can get the gist of what I'm doing, because there might be some points laying in the sand right in here in pockets. But we'll find out. I want to see how good these paint stones are. They don't look like much. Well, that's a piece of flint. That's not a hematite stone. Here's one paint stone. It's got one rub place on it here, but it's all shattered up. Yeah, that's a big spall of flint right there. I'll keep right at it. Okay, I moved over about 25 feet south on the beach here, on the other side of this bush, where George found 2 points right there. Then that same day when he left, I came over here and found that big sandy broad base with the impact fracture. So I'm gonna try and rinse all this sand up in here. Is that a flake? Plastic. I got this just washed out. It's a little blade. Preform. That's not bad. See where they were starting to work that down into a point. May have used it as a blade. It's all there. It's a pretty good find. There might be more stuff in there. Here's a nice little flake blade that just washed out right here. You can see all this campfire stone I've missed with the shovel and the sifter. Clear up in these roots. I think we're going to find something in here, hopefully a point. Here's a huge spall of that green flint. Huge chunk of this, just spalls taken off of it everywhere. See a big one right here, down there, right there's a big one out of it. Just all over it. They've knocked pieces off to make points. You know, flint, preforms, and blades, but no points yet. There's got to be one in here. This sand's deep. It's taken a lot of buckets to move it. Okay, I got something laying here. I'm gonna need some opinions on this. I've never found anything like this, and if this is what I think it is, could be my best find ever. There's a flake right there, but that sure looks like a celt laying right there. Perfect shape. It's sharp on the end. I don't know if you can see that. Just rinse it off. It's got some chips out of the top of it. It's not super smooth, and some of the cortex is still around the outside edge, but I would say they were working that flat. It's kind of all beat up and pecked up in the middle area here. It's got a few little nicks out of the top there, and the bottom. Try to dry it. It's all pecked up as well. Maybe started to be smoothed. But is that a celt? Please let me know. It's sharpened on the end. It's the closest thing to one I've ever found. Please let me know on this one. I just found this odd shaped rock here. It was sticking out right in there. I thought it was some kind of hand axe or something, but it's just a rock, but it's got a nutting hole started in it right there. Just starting to be pecked. I'll probably keep that. It's pretty cool. Hard stone. I'm trying to get over in here. I always wondered what was under this sand, and you could see just all this campfire stone that's under here. There's still a little sand on this. I just bucket by bucket just rinsing it real slow. I don't want to wash anything off too quickly. But that tarp was laying in there. I need to drag it over farther so I can get right in there. Get in this area right here. Okay, we got one washed out here. I picked it up already. A little one. It's ground down. Oh, there's a piece of flint ridge or something. Yeah, it is. I have never sifted that area or rinsed it or anything, and it's full of campfire stone. There's a lot of grass in there. It might be roots. Might be stuff hung up in there. Rinse this off. There's that piece of flint ridge. Got the cortex still on it. No, that's nice flint right there. Just like glass. But here it is. It's a little sharpened down point. I found it has a slight little nip off of it right there at the base, but pretty much it's all there. Man, they've used that a lot. I found just over there 2 more small points like this sharpened down. So it's hard to tell what else is in here. This is all fresh stuff here. A lot of leaves. If those leaves weren't in there, it'd be a lot better. I'll keep right at it. I got a little bit of daylight left. The sun's getting ready to go down though. Well, we just washed out another one. I thought it was a leaf laying there. It's starting to get dark. I start throwing this junk out. I knew I saw it before I threw the water on it, but I thought it was a leaf. Luckily it didn't wash away. Right here it is. The tip's knocked off of it. Solid little point, looks like an Amos. Darn, I wish that tip wasn't knocked off, but it's black. I can restore it probably. It's kind of crude material. It's not real high quality. It's not bad though. Looks like an Amos point. Awesome. Okay, I thought we'd do a little wrap up here what we got last couple days. Been going tough. Too many leaves in here. But there's just not enough hours in the day now. It's only 5 o'clock and it's already getting dark. First, we found a lot of big flint pieces today. A lot of green stuff. Piece of gray. Huge piece of black flint. Spalls taken off. More green. Found this nice piece of flint ridge. Still a little bit of the cortex on it. That's really nice material. Found this. I thought it might have been something. The tip, it had a bad place in the flint right there. You can see spots in the flint, and that's where it broke, right along there. Mostly just flakes, little flake blades. Found this flake blade. I don't think I showed that. Still pretty sharp. Found this odd stone, piece of campfire stone. And if you can see how that's shaped, I think that's just natural, but it looks like it's been rubbed flat on the bottom. I don't know what that would have been. A little grinding stone maybe. Then we found this cool hard stone, triangular hard stone with a nutting hole started in it. It's been all pecked up. I wish it would have been a little deeper. It looks like they started doing some pecking here too and stopped. That's cool, I'm taking that. We found this little preform here, and it was thick on this side, and you can see where they've just beat it and beat it, trying to knock that platform off, and just couldn't get it. So they've pitched it, I would say. And we found 2 hematite stones. They're not very good. They got some rubbing on them. Not the best examples. We got this preform here. It's a pretty nice one. Worked all the way around. Nice preform. We got this point. This black one looks like an Amos point. I'd say that's what that is, with the tip knocked off right there. Wish that was better material. It's not bad, but it's kind of crudely. It has a big bump on the top middle right here that they couldn't get off. Then we found this little sharpened down point. I've found 2 more little sharpened down points, almost exact same as this, and that has been used up. May have originally been an Amos point in first form. And then we found this Silt preform. I don't know. It's got some chips out of the top edge here. 1 larger chip and 2 small ones. And it just looks like it's been formed. It's not polished smooth yet, but you can see where it's been pecked here and not clear out on the edges, and it's got a pretty sharp bit on it too. If it's not a celt, it's the closest thing to a celt that I've ever found. But that's going to be it for today, and I'll catch you on the next one.